and I had a friend. I think this is a really important part that made me spiritually jealous. If there's a good jealousy, I had it. She, right when I had to let the church know that I was getting a divorce, she came to me. And this is a woman that God has gifted. She has a gift of prophecy, dreams. God bless this woman. And she came to me, and she's a very timid woman and humble. And she's like, Diana, I never came and told you this, but about 5 years ago, so I was at 8 years married. So remember, my marriage was rough all 8 years. 5 years before, she said, I had this dream and I saw you in the shower, obviously, and she repeated, Stacy, hear me, word for word, what I was crying in the shower. I want you to get that. I never told people what was going on in my marriage. The Lord gave her a dream and showed her what I was crying in the shower, word sentences. And she was heartbroken that she didn't come to me. She said, she believes the dream was to encourage me, that the Lord was telling her, hey, I'm crying, I'm hurting. But I put a face on Sunday. And she saw me on Sunday and she looked at me, she's like, she looks okay. So she didn't act on it. And then come the divorce, she's like, I didn't act on it. What threw me for a spin was that wasn't the only dream she had about me. She also had prophecies that were fulfilled in my life. Those you get a prophecy, you write. I'm one that writes things down because I like to go back to it and go, oh my gosh, it doesn't seem like it works out. But then 3 years later, you're like, the whole thing worked out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So they were now I was jealous because.
Can you give an example of what these things are because this is evidence for the existence of God, right?
Yes. The one with the shower.
Yeah.
The next one she had.
By the way, what were the words that you were crying out in the shower?
I said, Lord, where are you? I said, have you forgotten me?
And she heard those words verbatim and gave them back to you.
Yes.
Some 5 years later. And she had given you other prophetic words that had come?
She had, right before, yes. There were a couple things that she had said. They were symbolic. They were dreams where my life was in danger. And remember what spirit I was dealing with. It was coincided. But for prophecy, for things that actually were fulfilled.